Caitlin Clark today. Shout out to off-season Caitlin Clark sources. Off-season Caitlin Clark sources be having the sources. They stated Caitlin Clark profile headshot has been updated on Team USA. So this is the new and improved looking Caitlin Clark. Now, as y'all can see here from this picture, judging by her shoulders, she lost a lot of weight. But this is the Caitlin we want to see. See, this is the Caitlin that shoot logo threes. And judging off the footage that came out this weekend, there was a lot of logo threes.
That's the harsh reality nobody in the WNBA wants to face. The numbers surged, then dipped, and by day 3, they collapsed completely. Here's what really went down when Caitlin Clark returned to the court for Team USA last weekend in Raleigh. The stats are telling a story that flies in the face of everything the league has been pushing about steady growth and a booming fan base. Let's break down what those swings actually signify. A spike in viewership on the first day of Team USA camp. That's curiosity at work. A decline on day 2. Casual interest fading fast. But when numbers crash on day 3, that's the market showing exactly how shallow this fan base truly is. And for the WNBA, staring at the potential 2026 season, those figures should be nothing short of alarming.
Don't have any updates on the CBA negotiations. From my understanding, they put forth another proposal for the WNBA players and the owners, but the players did not accept the new proposal. Now, we know January 6th was that 6-week timeline that we got before we either see another extension or another shutdown. Now, with that being said, I'm here to tell you, if we do not have a CBA signed by March or April, we gonna be in trouble. We gonna be in some serious trouble with the WNBA coming back for the 2026 season.
January 6th, that's the hard deadline. In just 6 weeks, the WNBA and its players must either finalize a new collective bargaining agreement, negotiate another extension, or face a total shutdown. And the latest reports? The players have already rejected the owner's most recent offer. Here's the math that should send chills through the league. Without a signed CBA by March or April, the 2026 season could be wiped out entirely. A lockout doesn't just put basketball on pause for a few months, it destroys momentum. And right now, the WNBA's momentum is already slipping. Don't even count on Unrivaled as a safety net. That league failed to deliver the numbers anyone expected. When your backup plan collapses before your main product even hits a pause, you're staring at a crisis that can't be ignored.
All season did was updated this. This is Caitlin Clark professional notes. Instead of in her rookie season with the Fever, Caitlin Clark set league single season record of 337 and single game records of 19 and assists, broke the rookie scoring record of 769 points, and became the first rookie to achieve a triple-double. She was named the 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year, the third Fever player to earn the honor. Additionally, was the only rookie selected in all WNBA first team, becoming the first rookie since 2009 and only the 5th overall to ever name the league's first team, drafted number 1 overall by the Indiana Fever in 2024. Shout out to Kate.
Now, let's cut to what really matters from Team USA camp. Chloe Peterson of Indy Star made history as the first WNBA reporter allowed to watch Caitlin Clark practice with the national team. And what she observed reveals exactly where Clark is in her recovery from that eardrum injury she suffered during the playoffs. First thing to note, her shot is back. Those trademark logo threes that put her on the map, still there. Her speed is coming back too, which is huge because that quickness off the dribble is what opens up her passing lanes. But here's the key takeaway. Caitlin herself says she's physically at 100%, yet there's still a bit of rust to shake off. In other words, the injury didn't take away her skills, but the time off has affected her timing, something she's still working to get back to peak form.
Come in for the first time was probably the most noteworthy aspect of USA camp in Raleigh this past weekend.
And obviously, nationally, there was a lot of interest with Caitlin Clark, and obviously, locally, we're Indy Star here. A lot of interest in Caitlin Clark returning. Just what did you see from her play? You know, did she impress? I know Cara Lawson talked highly of her, Sue Bird as well. Just like, what did you see from Caitlin in USA camp being healthy?
Still there. That was one of my leads. Was just that shot of hers that we're also familiar with, very much still there. Her speed was
That's the topic everyone tiptoes around when talking about Caitlin Clark's game. Watching her go head-to-head with Kelsey Plum at Team USA camp made it clear why. Chloe Peterson diplomatically pointed out something telling. Caitlin struggled against one of the league's top guards. With Russ still running the system, certain defensive gaps became hard to ignore. But the more intriguing part came when Caitlin faced off against Paige Buchers. The entire dynamic shifted. This wasn't a who's better comparison. It was about imagining how these two stars might play together on the same roster down the line. That's the real focus of Team USA right now. They aren't here to cut anyone. They're here to build chemistry, setting the foundation for the future.
What we're going to talk about is Annie Constable being the first reporter to do a sit-down interview and talk about what she's seen when she was granted access to see Caitlin Clark. We're going to talk about that shortly. Now, something else,
Let's address the obvious first. Team USA just updated Caitlin Clark's official headshot and bio. The photo shows noticeable weight loss in her shoulders compared to her rookie season. But before anyone jumps to conclusions, here's the context. This is Caitlin at her natural playing weight, not the heavier frame she carried through a grueling 40-game WNBA season and playoffs. Her updated professional bio now lists every record she shattered. Single season assist record, rookie scoring record with 769 points. The first rookie triple-double in WNBA history, 2024 Rookie of the Year, and a first-team All-WNBA selection, the 5th rookie ever to earn that honor. Seeing all those achievements in a row, the scale of what she accomplished in just one season is impossible to ignore.
at all. I saw someone ask me like, oh, who's standing out and who looks like someone that's going to get cut. And it's just, that's not the purpose of this camp. You know, this is not a camp that's like, oh, hey, you're no longer going to be in the pool after this one camp, you know? So I think, yeah, those were some of my takeaways.
Is that your only question, Chloe?
Yeah. Do you have a question?
Oh, shit.
So that was Annie Constable, man. You guys can check out the full interview on the Indie Star YouTube channel. Get down in the comment section. Let me know y'all thoughts about that one. Keep them bells on, and we will be back with some more Caitlin Clark content. And like always, man, until next time, shake the haters off. I'm out of here, baby. Peace out.
Here's something interesting. Chloe Peterson sat down with Indie Star for a 2-hour interview about her exclusive access to Caitlin Clark at Team USA camp. And the video, it's sitting at just 4,000 views. For the first reporter granted this kind of behind-the-scenes access, those numbers are surprisingly low. Compare that to the attention Caitlin draws on social media, or the viewership her games get during the season. The gap says a lot about her audience. Fans will watch her play, they'll devour highlights and hot takes, but long-form coverage of her development, the interest just isn't there. This isn't a knock on Chloe's reporting, it's a reality check. The audience craves the spectacle, not the deeper story. And yes, we got some Caitlin Clark content, but clearly what fans want is the show, not the breakdown.
Some Caitlin Clark content. So it looked like Team USA wraps up the weekend with a lot of footage coming out. Now, the numbers, I was very interested to see how everybody was going to take the Caitlin Clark returning back to the basketball court. And I'm about 50-50 sold on the algorithm being right where it need to be. The first day, we seen numbers go up and down. Second day, numbers go up and down. Third day, they kind of plummet, which means to tell me a lot of people still are interested, but there is also a lot of people that ain't interested in Caitlin Clark.
Let's break down what all of this really means for the WNBA's future. Viewership at Team USA camp bounced around over 3 days, and by the final session, it had collapsed. This isn't a sign of sustainable growth. It's a fan base built on one player, showing up when she's on the court and disappearing once the novelty fades. Meanwhile, CBA negotiations are stalled, with a January 6th deadline looming. If talks drag into March or April without a deal, the 2026 season could be in serious jeopardy. Unlike other leagues, the WNBA doesn't have a massive, loyal fan base that will patiently wait for basketball to return. Momentum from 2024 is already fading, and a lockout would erase it completely. On the court, Caitlin Clark is physically healthy, but still shaking off rust from her eardrum injury. Her offensive game remains elite, but her defensive gaps are still visible. Team USA is using camp to see how she fits with the next generation of talent, especially Paige Buchers. Right now, they're laying the groundwork for the 2028 Olympics roster. Off the court, Caitlin continues to command massive attention, if it's highlights or controversy. controversy. But long-form reporting? Fans aren't interested. That 2-hour interview with exclusive Team USA access, only 400 views. Meanwhile, a 30-second clip of her hitting a logo 3, 500,000 views. The WNBA is learning a hard lesson about the gap between celebrity appeal and real sports fandom. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The WNBA saw a 1-year spike in relevance because Caitlin Clark entered the league at the perfect intersection of talent, personality, and cultural timing. But spikes don't create lasting businesses. Foundations do. And right now, the foundation is showing cracks. Viewership is declining. The CBA is stalled. The backup plan of Unrivaled didn't deliver. And the 2024 fan base that showed up for Caitlin is proving to be conditional and fleeting. They'll watch her play, but not practice. They'll consume drama, but not analysis. So what if there's no 2026 season? What if the CBA drags into a lockout? Momentum is lost, Caitlin loses a year of her prime, and casual fans move on. When the league returns, it essentially starts over. The algorithm doesn't lie. Day 1, curiosity. Day 2, decline. Day 3, collapse. That's not a sustainable fan base. It's a novelty act losing its shine. If the WNBA can't turn Caitlin Clark's individual star power into real, long-term growth, 2024 could end up being a one-hit wonder. The real question isn't whether Caitlin is still great, it's whether anyone will still care by 2026. And judging by the numbers right now, that's far from guaranteed. So here's the question for you. Can the WNBA survive a lockout? Is this fan base loyal enough to wait through a canceled season? Or was 2024 the peak, with everything from here on a downhill slide? Drop your thoughts in the comments. This conversation is just getting started.